Hello everyone. Today we are going to practice settling with ease. Sounds really yummy, doesn't it? It's going to be. Join me on your mat in child's pose. And if you haven't done child's pose before, bring yourself to a tabletop position. I would love it if this is your first yoga class. Spread your knees apart and see if you can bring your hips back to your heels. And as you're here, you can bring your forehead to the ground or to your fists and settle in. So recently I settled to the Florida Keys. What I really wanted to do was arrive with force. I wanted to come and make everything happen right away. But settling with ease is such a sweeter way to make things happen. And so you can settle in on your yoga mat as you're here. Shift your body or make any type of changes during this practice. Oh, there's boats going on around me. Okay. And spread your fingers to the front of the mat. So here, settle in. Let your breath be just relaxed, not forced today, but just breathe naturally. Shift your hip from one side to the other. See what it feels like to reach your fingers to the right. And how does that feel on the left side body as you're shifting to the right? Then walk your fingers back to center and stretch them over to the other side of your mat, or for me, my back paddle board. And as you're stretching your fingers to the left, notice your right hip wanting to pop up. And how can you extend your side of your body here? Stretch it even a little more. Walk your hands back to the center. Pull yourself up to tabletop. Spread your fingers wide, let your belly drop in tabletop. And then arch your spine, let your head hang. Stay here. Move in a small circle, one way and the other way. Come back to that tabletop. Stretch your right hand out in front of you, like you're reaching for something. And then reach it up over your head and stay here. Make any movements to feel, like what does it feel like if you slowly curl your rib cage up towards the ceiling. On your next inhale, fill your body up. On the exhale, thread your right hand through under your body and bring your right shoulder down to your mat. Adjust yourself here in any way that feels right. And can you possibly lift your left knee up off the ground? Maybe your whole left foot. Maybe not. Continue with your breath. And walk your hand in closer to your face and see what happens when you press your left hand down into the ground just slightly. Like small little moves today, micro moves, adjustments. And then slowly bring your hand back in and press yourself back up to tabletop. Take the head off. And breathe just in your tabletop. Feel balanced here. And then bring your left hand straight out in front of you. Like reach. Then open up your left hand up over your head. And play with different movements here. What if you stretch your fingers a little wider? What happens when you take your gaze up to the sky? On your next big inhale, fill and expand your body. As you breathe out, thread the needle, palm up, and come down on your left shoulder. And adjust yourself in any way that feels right. Instead of forcing something to happen, can you be gentle in your face or be gentle with your open fingers? Settle into this pose with softness. On your next exhale, press yourself up using the strength of your body to tabletop. And then flow here just for a moment from cat to cow, arching your spine and dropping your belly. Waking your spine up here. Now, take your right knee and bring it behind your left. See if you can possibly bring your feet a little bit apart. Walk your hands back and sit your hips between those feet. And then sit up tall here. And once again, adjust your body, move your body in any way to get the maximum comfort. Now reach your hands up over your head, stretch your fingers. As you exhale, bring your hands to the front of your mat and walk them out. Press your sit bones down just to find a little length and stability. And then soften here. Maybe allow your head to come down. Allow your breath to be gentle here. Walk your fingers slowly back. Put your right hand on your knee and just twist around to the left. Look behind you. With every inhale, feel that length. With every exhale, possibly allow your body to twist a little more, keeping the stability in your core. Then slowly come around to the center and just do a nice twist the other way too. Come back to the center. Slowly press yourself up, back to tabletop. And if it means you need to bring your hands around to the front or your legs around, just get to tabletop in any way that works for you. Find your balance here, stability. And lift the left knee this time and bring it behind the right. Then widen your toes behind you and sit your hips back between your toes. And then find your length. Bring your hands up over your head. Be long, strong. As you exhale, bring your fingers down in front of you and allow your head to drop. Inhale. Foundation, Press down, lengthen. Exhale, release that tension. Slowly come up to seated. Twist one way. Come back to center gently and twist the other way. Keeping strong and stable, yet soft and comfortable. Making any shifts, any movements in your journey here. Not just arriving, but enjoying the full journey. Come back to the center. Come back up to tabletop, getting there any way that works for you. Back to tabletop. Roll your spine again, drop your belly, look up, and then cat pose. And move through a couple of these on your own. Press your right foot behind you. Stretch it out long. Find your balance here. Possibly walk your left hand in front of you. You can stay here or lift. Adding a little effort here. So when you're on a journey, nothing is easy. There's difficult parts, but you can still enjoy it. You can still do this with ease. And then lower down. Press your other foot straight behind you. Press through your heel and lift your finger if that works. Find that core balance, hugging into the center line. Hands down to tabletop and back to your child's pose and settle in a little differently. Maybe this time you bring your hands behind you, clasp them. Maybe they come out to a triangle or a diamond shape in front of you. But feel your body here. Then pull yourself back up to tabletop. And now sit your hips to one side and walk your feet around very carefully to the front. And take one foot in and press that foot on your inner thigh. You could feel the force here that you're using. Can you press everything down and still have that effort and lift up? And then on the exhale, just reach forward and soften your upper body. With every inhale, find a little more length. And every exhale, just soften. And as you're here, just contemplate, like, how can you make small, tiny changes in your life? Just small ones. So here you can make a change by bringing the same arm that's straight out in front of you. For me, it's my left side, so I'm going to bring my left arm behind me and I'm going to twist open. Maybe you can lift your left arm, make any kind of change, and at the same time questioning what little small changes you can make, either with your thoughts or your words or your actions, to just live a better life. And slowly press yourself up and switch legs. Bring your other leg into your inner thigh. And then root down, press down, lift up, and fold forward. And make a small change here by bringing maybe your right hand or the same hand as the straight leg behind you, possibly twisting open. Little small changes on your mat. Little small changes in your life. Tiny adjustments. Feeling everything. Slowly come back to center. Lift yourself all the way up. Come to a seated pose. And ending here with your hands on your knees. And root your sit bones down. And then lengthen the back of your neck by possibly imagining there's a string on the back of your head pulling up. Soften where you feel like maybe there's tension. Could be your jaw, could be your heart area, could be your forehead. Find ease in this pose. And bring your hands up over your head. And bring your hands down through center line, through to your heart. Thumb can go on your forehead, or right below your lips, or to your heart. And as you're here, know that your light, your internal light, shines bright out to others. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.